Damn. How long have we been on this, Cheryl? I mean, we've been climbing up this tower for goodness knows how though, yeah. Especially with this blue and orange liquid stuff and things. I can't really remember what they do again, but you mind telling me what they are again?
They're called gels engineer. The blue gel is called a repulsion gel. They're also called bounce gel, is a light blue substance that provides repelling abilities. Any objects like the storage cubes and turrets that hits a surface coated with the repulsion gel will either bounce away from the gel patch or bounce erratically on its own upon being coated with it. Due to the effect, the height from which a test subject falls before landing on a gel-covered surface affects the height of a jump. Test subjects can also use the gel to move back and forth between two parallel surfaces rather than merely be propelled up and down.
So the blue one is supposed to turn any object bouncing around like a bouncer ball, and if I jump on it, it becomes a trampoline.
The orange gel is called propulsion gel, also known as speed gel, is a light orange substance that greatly increases object velocity and reduces the friction of objects moving on the surface it is applied to. Any objects covered in this gel have their friction reduced, causing them to slide around across the floor easily. In other words, it just makes anything that touches it and runs on it fast.
And the orange one is basically a slip and slide, or if I run straight across it, it's basically giving me a speed boost in one of those racing games, huh? Well, that seems to be interesting, actually. Kinda makes me wonder what kind of chemistry agency they use, or what they ever do with their own chemistry. I may be an engineer, but chemistry ain't really my strong suit. I'm gonna have to ask my medic for that some other time.
Engineer, I think I have a plan!
What's the plan, Cheryl?
So all of the gels here, if we can find a way, use the pipes and control the gel pipes, we can have them flushed to Wheatley's chamber. We can use them as an advantage against him. Knowing Wheatley, he won't be able to see or know what we're doing down here, as he only has control of the facility above ground. Just like how GLaDOS couldn't know or see what we planned before.
So like how we planned against GLaDOS, sabotaging all of her sentries and her gas, we might be doing that with Wheatley? I mean, we could use these trails as an advantage against him. Although, probably wouldn't make the same mistake as GLaDOS did either. I mean, goodness knows what he could be doing up there. Probably making some dumb experiments or something else, but you know, Cheryl, that does sound like a pretty good plan. But we're gonna have to find a way to turn whatever valve or something to flush all these jails all the way to Wheatley's place. Wherever that is, up there.
Yes, we'll find it eventually.
Hey, Cheryl, I've been meaning to ask you this, but ever since you've been recovering your memories and knowing that you used to be human, I've been meaning to ask that, did you recall any memories when you used to be human? What you used to be like, what was your occupation, and is Cave Johnson really your father?
Well, I recall that I also used to work for Aperture as a test subject like you are. When Cave Johnson was alive and before GLaDOS took over the facility, I almost thought I remember what I used to be like, but I can't seem to recall that. I guess you can say that's how long I became
participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you most likely used one of the many products we invented. But that other people
I honestly can't imagine what that'd be like. Just being something you ain't for so long you forgot what you formerly or originally looked like.
Just how difficult are these tests?
I guess that's just pretty sad to hear, Cheryl. I'm sorry to hear that, but Cave Johnson, he's really the CEO of Aperture. Yeah, he's your father as well. Mind telling me what happened to him? I would assume he died, but died from what? Old age, sickness, or hell, that he came up with GLaDOS? that's the case, then
Anyway, don't smudge
wonder
up the
what was his
glass down there.
inspiration or
In fact, why don't you
ideal
just
so
go ahead and
that.
not touch anything unless it's test
Well, I
related.
can slightly recall that. He did raise me along with my mother. I can't really remember what she looked like, sadly. I remember I did had a happy childhood. I remember when observing with my dad, I always wanted to work for Aperture. And soon when I grew up, I began to work on the portal gun project with my dad and other test subjects that also worked with me.
I see now. I mean, I can tell that you probably did a happy childhood and such, and you probably seem to be well educated, and it's good. You wanted to continue the family business by working on the portal gun and anything else. But I guess until I wondered what happened to him and everything else, and you can't remember what your mother looked like?
No. The memories I received were flashed memories of my mother, for some reason vague. Although when I was on test chamber 29,
We're working on a little teleportation
finishing
experiment. Now,
it,
this doesn't work with all
something
skin
had
types,
happened.
so
What exactly happened after test chamber 29?
we'll do what we can to send you right
I don't know.
It's all right, Cheryl. If you don't really know or you can't recall, then that's completely fine. But now, I think it's best that we focus on getting out of this dump.
Okay, let me know if you find anything.
Alrighty then.
Oh, hi.
Oh!
Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me? Oh. Ow. Oh.
All right, come on. Chew.
Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go.
No tricks.
No tricks. This potato only generates 1 point. You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Oh, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to... Did anything happen while I was out?
Nope.
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Hold on. Who?
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here?
Huh. Caroline, huh? I mean, I could see you responded when Cave Johnson's mentioned the name Caroline. When you said those words. Caroline, huh? Well, that's an interesting name for a killer robot such as yourself.
Engineer, did you find any... Wait, is that GLaDOS?
Yep, it appears to be so, Cheryl. I found her in a nest, a bird's nest. And, I don't know what the hell happened to her. She probably shut down for a moment.
Why is she here, Engineer?
I'm back. What happened? Oh, it's you. C167.
I'm not called that anymore, GLaDOS. My name is Cheryl, and I would rather be called that.
Oh, yes. You'd rather keep the same name that Murderer gave you. It's no surprise you'd rather team up with a monster like him.
Engineer's not a monster, GLaDOS. You are.
And you are a bigger monster. You spoiled little brat. Were you asleep on Engineer's wrist device as always when I was explaining my reasons? First off, that moron friend of yours up there is about to blow up this entire facility, and if you're gonna stop him, you're gonna need my help. I already made a deal with your engineer that if he gets me to where that moron is and place me back to where I belong, I can let you both go. No tricks, no nothing.
I don't trust you, GLaDOS. Not only you killed a lot of test subjects and innocent people here, you tortured me, made me into that scrap sentry, and you just left me there to rot.
But hey, look at the bright side. At least you were found by Engineer and now rest on his wrist. At least you're not a potato.
Even so, I think being a potato suits you more, and I hope you learn from what you did for killing innocent folks and test subjects, but abused your power into killing, enslaving, and other worse atrocities.
Hey, I only did what I was programmed to do, and that's watching over and taking over the facility. But now that's gone, and now the facility will blow up because of you and your pawn. Who came up with the plan and did all the work? You. Who assisted that moron into taking over the facility and became corrupted? Both of you. So believe me when I say that it is both your faults. If you would have let me murder Engineer, maybe none of this would never happen. Maybe I would still be happy running the facility, and you'd rot in that scrap sentry.
All right, that's enough, the both of you. We gonna focus on getting out of this dump or what?
Sorry, Engineer.
I am not. I'm just being honest.
Those people in the portrait, they look so familiar.
Mother?
Wait, so first you said Cave Johnson is your mother, and now that women in the portrait is your mom? Who is she?
That's my mother. Her name is Caroline. It's all coming back to me now.
This Caroline and Cave Johnson are your parents. How can that even be possible? If they both built you, it makes sense, but you really still believed you was human. How dumb can you be? I mean, to me they looked familiar, but how can you be sure?
What is it, Engineer?
This looks like a cassette tape. Hold on, let me play it on my Pip-Boy.
Caroline, that new computer is great, isn't it?
Mr. Johnson.
The lab boys call it the genetic life form and disk operating system. One day, that will be you.
Mr. Johnson, I don't want this.
Nonsense! She's just modest.
Sir, I do not want this.
Yes, you do. It's in your contract. The legal boy said it was unethical, so they're fired.
No, listen to me.
Security, take her away.
I don't want this.
Don't worry, it's in the name of science. My death isn't going to stop you from living forever.
Sir!
Oh, come on. Shell accepted it, so why can't you?
No, you didn't. Tell me you didn't.
I did what I had to do for science. Caroline, right when she was finished with test chamber 29.
Wait, sir, where is she? Where's our daughter?
Oh, don't worry, she's perfectly fine. Of course, the legal boy said it's super unethical to have our daughter becoming a machine, but don't worry. She's in good hands now that you are going to be part of this as well. Oh, here she is right now.
C167, Personality Core. 616, Protocol. Personality Core of Reason and Humanity. Personality Core active.
Shell! No! My girl! My baby girl! What have you done?
Oh, don't worry, I am doing this for the sake of science, and it was in her contract too. She's gonna be something far more better for science. All right, gentlemen, get her away and get our genetic life form and disk operating system working. My death won't stop you and Chell from living forever. Come on, time is wasting.
Come, ma'am, you're coming with us.
No, stay away from me!
Ma'am, stop.
No! No!
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and
I'm sorry,
Olympian.
Caroline. Hey, you, shut that off.
This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
Because you do. The way you reacted when you first heard that voice. Are you?
No, this can't be true. It's impossible. How can I be your mother, Chell? What? Why did I say that?
GLaDOS. Mom. If only you can see
If
the
you're
obvious
interested in an
answer that
additional
played
$60,
in front of us.
flag down a test associate and let 'em know.
I guess we
You
both
could
found the
walk out of
truth
here
the
with
hard way.
120 weighing down
Dad,
your head
he-
if you let us take you apart,
he made us
some science
into-
stuff in you, then put you back together.
Into machines. Just for the sake of this company.
I don't know what to say. This is new to me. I have never felt so sad, knowing that I was Caroline, and knowing you are my daughter. Shall I?
Mom, I heard enough. I have to shut myself down. Give me some time to think.
What are you thinking about?
My lord, a father caring about his own company over his family. I never heard or seen something quite like this. It all makes sense now.
You don't believe this, don't you? I mean, I don't blame you. How can someone like me be a mother and never had the memories as she did? Do you really believe in all this?
Listen here, GLaDOS. She's been through a lot right now, and I reckon you both need some time to talk. The next time she comes back, we're all going to have a little chat. Hopefully we get out of this dump and do as we planned. Stop Wheatley from blowing this place up, and we put you back in your place. Got it.
Right.